We all seen what happened with the shooting, the police shooting of Mr. Scott. How he was shot at 8 times, and 5 of them 8 bullets hit him in the back, while he was running away. No threat to nobody, running away. And then we saw how calmly and nonchalant the police officer went, called it in, walked slowly to the body, went back and got the taser, dropped the taser near the body. Tried to go with his cover story that the guy tried to grab his gun, his taser. And you could see that there was very little emotion in this police officer at the time of the killing. It was just like he killed a rat or something. He didn't have no emotion, didn't bother him at all. Now, we see this kind of crap going on all the time. All right, come on now. It's just a daily occurrence now. And it's led to a lot of protests throughout the country. And one of the sayings during these protests is Black Life Matters. Well, I want you to stop and think about this for a minute, man. We're in the year 2015. And you still have to go out there and protest that your life matters. Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. If these folk don't understand that your life matters by now, they ain't never going to get it. What you need to do is you need to put a price on your life. In other words, a life for a life, a eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, blow for blow, punch for punch. Okay? If your life matters, there ought to be a penalty for those who unjustly come into your community, whether they're wearing a badge or whatever they're wearing, and take a life unjustly. Now, we've been hoping and praying and marching and singing and kumbaya la la all for all my life. I don't see nothing changing. The rotten racist attitudes are still there. The police are still shooting you down, even more so today. In my day, they weren't shooting us down like they are today. And we burnt the goddamn country down. Okay? Today, they got cameras watching you. Your neighborhoods are like little prison camps. Look up. Look at the poles and everything. Look at all the cameras watching you. Day and night, they're watching you. Day and night, they got you circled by police. Every day, they're shooting you, pulling you over, putting their hands in your pockets and everything, looking for the drugs that they sent in to try to catch you with it so they can use their war on drugs as an excuse to herd you all into their prisons for profit. Now they got prisons for profit. Can you imagine how insane that is to have a prison set up where you can make money off of it? That gives you the incentive to want to lock more people up, but you don't protest. You don't do nothing. You want to sing Black Life Matters. Well, if Black Life matters, you want Black Life to matter to them. Well, Black Life better stop mattering to you. You need to really, 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 really show them how much Black Life matters. Show them what you mean. Just don't go around marching saying no justice, no peace. Yeah, okay, if you say no justice, no peace, what are you doing about taking away the peace, man? Yeah? A little protest here and there, big deal. That ain't going to do nothing. It has to be nonstop, relentless. There has to be a consequences. They cannot be able to do business as usual after they come into your community and blow you away. And then they send out these Negro leaders. Calm down, they say. 450 years of Negro leaders, sellout leaders, calming you down on their behalf. The hell of being calm. Been calm for 400 goddamn years. You start killing them like they're killing you. You see how calm they stay. You see how long they stay calm. But they got most of our leaders on a chain. They control them. Oh, we killed one of your people. Get in there and calm them down, okay? So there's no consequences for us. And then these Negro leaders, these religious leaders come out. They want to light candles. They want to sing songs. They want to say, we still love you. We forgive you. I got to tell you something about forgiveness. Forgiveness has its place, but it also has its limits. You see, God's forgiving. Nobody more forgiving than God. But yet the Bible tells us that God is going to destroy this ungodly, devilish system. And he's going to destroy a lot of people. So I guess God's forgiveness has its limits. But black folks seem to have no limit to their wanting to forgive white folk for killing them, for the system for treating them like crap. The year 215, and you're still marching, trying to prove to them that your life matters? When are you going to get it through your goddamn head? If they don't know that by now, they ain't never going to know it. And you try to start convincing them. Make them understand that it matters to you enough that you're going to go out and do whatever you got to do to make them stop killing you. I'm frustrated. I'm 65 years old and I don't see any shit getting any better. There's no jobs out in the community, putting a lot of pressure on families. The one or two that do have a job got to carry the whole goddamn entire load because there's no jobs for black folk. They're shipping jobs out. They're taking advantage of immigrants that come in here for cheap labor, turning people against one another. They're setting us up. And there's no consequences for them. Well, black life ain't going to matter to them until it matters to blacks. Until blacks get up and say, hell no, we're not going to fight your war. We're not going to go overseas and help you oppress someone else, steal their land, steal their resources. We're going to stand up right here and fight you. Stop you from taking advantage of us. Man, just the concept of having prisons for profit should be all you need to know about these people. But you all sell out to it. They give you a little position, a little goddamn job, make you feel like a big shot. You turn on your own family member. You turn on your own friends. You turn on your own community. For 30 pieces of silver, you Judas pieces of... Hey, I'm 65 years old. I'm at the end of my rainbow anyway. But I'm going to say what I got to say as long as I'm here to say it. Okay? Y'all want to claim to be Christian. You want to claim to be Muslim, Jews, whatever. You want to claim, oh, I'm all about truth. I'm Christian. I'm for the truth of the Bible. Well, then speak the goddamn truth without fear. Without fear of consequence. Without fear of loss of favor from these devils. Speak the goddamn truth in their goddamn ear, wherever chance you get. Tell them what you feel. Stop trying to play up with them. Stop trying to be a part of their system. Stop worrying about what they can take from you, what they can deny you. And start putting that all to the side. Have some love for yourself and your people. The Bible says love casts fear to the side. So black life matters, and you're black, then you better start acting like it matters and show them that it matters. What are you going to wait for them to kill one of your kids? Then you're going to act? Then you're going to do something? And then a lot of people like to say, well, look, you got blacks killing blacks in the community stuff. Yeah, that's true, and that's bad. And that's insane, too. And we need to stop doing that shit, too. And we need to stand up to the people doing it. But that's a different dynamic than when the police do it. See, a lot of shit that goes on in the community, in the ghetto, is a result of the neglect that we have suffered. It's a result of them pumping drugs into our community to destroy us. It's a result of no jobs in our community. It's a result of poor housing, bad policing. It causes all these effects where people clump together in little groups for survival and end up fighting one another. They're setting up the scene. They're setting up the community like that. They're the ones creating the conditions that lead to that. So even it may be black on black, but look who's behind it all. Who's creating it all. You got to start looking deeper. You got to act like you got a brain and start using it and look deeper into what's going on. Because it don't really matter anyway. Because we only got like 70 years or something. Most blacks are lucky if they make it to 70. So only here for a little while. If you're in your 30s and your 40s, your life's about half over. And any time an accident, an act of violence or something can take you away. And then what? What did you stand for? And then all evidence looks like something's going on with this earth. Some kind of judgment's heading our way. You got the country's half all dried out. California's ready to be toast. You could stick a fork in it. It's almost done. Ain't got no more water. And all the areas that used to be growing a lot of food are beginning to dry out. Tornadoes every goddamn where, leveling towns. Earth shaking a little bit. Sooner or later a big one's coming. So judgment's coming anyway, man. You got Japan, you got that nuclear power plant that went under during the tidal wave. And it's still spewing out nuclear waste. And that's headed in our direction. You got all kinds of things coming your way. But you're too blind to see it. You're too blind to stand up on your own. Bible says God don't like no goddamn cowards. Excuse me. God don't like cowards. And if you ain't willing to stand up for your own people, what the hell will you stand up for? Jesus Christ made a statement. He said, the fact that you did not do it for these least, my brothers, you did not do it for me. So you see these little ones being shot down by the police. You see our youth being swept away by a system that hates us and hates them. It's a setup. It's a trap to trap them, to move them into gangs, and then to move them into drugs, to send the drugs in, to send the small arms in so that they can kill one another, and then send the army of police in to hunt them down, to put them in their prisons for profit. It's a setup. And you won't stand up for these least. These little ones. Instead, you little sellouts, you little people that claim that you represent us, you go seek a position in the very system that's killing your people. Then you come back like you're some kind of goddamn big shot. Because you got a position with your master, helping your master put us down. Helping your master keep us calm. You got a bigger price to pay than your master. You're a bigger piece of dog shit than your master. Hey, man, I'm sorry, I'm venting. Yeah, I'm venting because every day I pick up the goddamn paper, turn on the news, another black has been shot by police. They don't lynch us no more. They send their police to blow us off the face of the earth. Yeah, go ahead and say that. Hey, David Andrews acting up again. He's, yeah, right. Maybe I'm about the only one you know got the courage to say anything. I ain't looking for a position. I ain't looking for a pat on the head. I ain't looking for a job. I ain't looking for funding or nothing. Okay? I'm freed up to say what I want. Okay, very few of us like that. Very few. On the national scene, I know about one leader that says what he wants, how he wants, to who he wants. And that'd be Louis Farrakhan. On the local scene, I'm still searching for someone other than myself that will say what needs to be said. All right, so criticize me all you want. Ain't none of you doing a goddamn thing for me anyway. I'm going to say what I have to say. I don't want the blood of my own people on my hands. I don't want to be able to have to go to my final judgment and say, I saw what was going on. I saw with my own eyes. I understood how it was going on, but I didn't say nothing. I don't want that on me. You can have that on you. Because I see clearly what you are when you sell out to the system. Clearly what you're doing. You little sweethearts with the system. Always talking. You can go on your Facebook page and all I see is sweetness. You don't even talk about the police shootings. You don't even talk about the injustice. You don't talk about the courts giving us extra time. You don't talk about the prisons for profit, because that would upset your master. And you love your master and what your master can do for you. Well, you and your master can go to... All right, I said enough. I'm out.